Growing up, my mom would make her world-famous fruit pizza once a year when we hosted our friends and neighbors in a backyard barbecue. So when I came across a mini version of a dish that held such wonderful childhood memories, I knew I had to give it a try and see how it measured up to Mama's recipe. If you're new here, hello! This is My Sweet Mess, and welcome to my kitchen, where every week I make a mess trying new recipes in the pursuit of something sweet. For this recipe, we have 3 elements. You've got the crust, the filling, and the fruit. To get started, we're gonna make the crust. It is the ultimate recipe shortcut, this crust. We are using pre-made sugar cookie dough, just straight from the fridge, and we are going to roll it into little balls, pop it in our muffin tin, and bake it off, and that is it. That's gonna be our crust. I probably should have let my cookie dough hang out on the counter for a few minutes just to get it a little bit warmed up so it was easier to work with. It's funny how as you get older, different childhood memories kind of pop up into your head. Or at least I think it's funny for me. But I do remember watching my mom make this fruit pizza, which brings me to a bit of a confession here. I'm sure you're wondering, since my mom made this every year, why didn't I just ask her for her recipe? Well, there's something you have to know about my mom. She views a recipe as guidelines or an outline rather than actual rules or steps to be taken. Which means every time she makes something, it is so special and slightly different than the last time she made it. Which is why it's difficult to have her teach you any of her trade secret recipes. Everything she makes is delicious, but she can never ever teach anyone how to make it. Which is why I never learned how to make the fruit pizza, and I'm excited to try these mini tarts so that I can get a little piece of that childhood memory as an adult. Our tart shells are out of the oven and the wells have sort of gone away. So I'm going to take that same measuring spoon that I used earlier and just sort of help reshape them a bit. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, and then when I'm done sort of reshaping my shells here, I'm actually gonna let them hang out in the pan for about 5 minutes, and then I will pop them into a cooling rack to cool the rest of the way. Let's go ahead and make our cream cheese filling. We are just gonna break up the cream cheese in the bowl until it's light and fluffy. You don't have to do this. Ooh. So I went ahead and I actually let my cream cheese sit out for probably about 20-30 minutes. And I think that's gonna help break it up a little bit faster. Hopefully that works. Ooh, don't splash. Okay, here. Ooh. So now we're gonna add in a little bit of vanilla extract and a pinch of salt to taste. As you know, I like a nice salty contrast to my sweet desserts, so I'm gonna be pretty heavy-handed with the salt. Now we're gonna just whip that together. And last but not least, we need to slowly add in our powdered sugar. So I'm just gonna add a little bit here, and then give that a stir with this spatula, just to help hydrate that powdered sugar a little bit. I saw on some other recipes for fruit tarts similar to this, they also added milk. This recipe didn't call for it, but depending on how this goes, I may end up adding just a splash or 2 of milk to kind of help hydrate that filling a little bit. Okay, that's actually coming together quite nicely. So I'm going to add a smidgy more. Apparently by a smidge more, I meant all of it. Give that a preliminary stir here. So what I'm looking for with our filling here is something super smooth and creamy. Now we definitely have a creamy mixture, but I'm still seeing some lumps and bumps from the powdered sugar. So I'm just gonna let our mixer run for a little bit longer just to see if we can work out some of those bumps. Now, like I said, if you wanted to, you could add milk or a little bit more salt, vanilla, or even a splash of lemon juice. I think that this is perfect just as it is. So I'm gonna leave it, and now it's time to assemble our tarts. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I have my cooled tart shells here, the filling we just made, and some fruit. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of our filling and just, oops, come on, hang on, this is a 2-spoon operation. So I'm gonna fill a couple. I am not going to fill all of my tart shells today because I'm not planning on eating all of these today. So what I'll do is I'll actually keep that cream cheese filling just in the fridge and then sort of make a handful of these fruit tarts as I want them. And the reason for doing that is I don't want the crusts to get soggy, and I worry that by having that filling inside the crust, I might lose some of that crunch that I want. Next is the fun part. It is adding our fruit. So I have here some strawberries, kiwis, and blueberries. And the good thing about these little fruit tarts is you can customize them to sort of fit your preferences. You could use blackberries or raspberries, or even bananas would be really good. I've seen people put oranges in these fruit tarts. You know, it's whatever you like. I like these fruits. My family likes these fruits, so that's what I'm gonna use. And just like that, look how cute our mini fruit tarts are. These are perfect for a spring or summer treat, and I love how customizable they are and how quickly they came together. All right, enough chit chat, let's give this guy a taste. These are absolutely wonderful. As much as I love my mom's fruit pizza, I really, really like the convenience and ease of these mini tarts. I am off to enjoy these mini fruit tarts with my mom, reminiscing about childhood memories over a glass of iced tea. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And remember, trying new things is messy, but the end result can be pretty sweet. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.